Well, following my years of education at Loras College, finishing with my Bachelor's of Arts degree there, I went on, was assigned to the North American College in Rome. So we lived there at the American Seminary in Rome and actually did my theological studies at the Gregorian University, a Jesuit school there. I went on then and pursued a doctorate in moral theology with at the Accademia Alfonsiana, which is another school, a university there in the city of Rome. So I actually spent 8 years of formation in Rome itself. And then later on in my priesthood, I went back and served there in various capacities as a member of the faculty and staff there, and ultimately as rector of the North American College. Well, there are many different things that your priesthood entails, and I've certainly had a variety of experiences. I mean, I was involved in diocese administration in the early years of my priesthood, spent 11 years under Bishop Soanes in the central administration. And that had its enjoyable aspects, but wasn't so involved in working with the parochial life, the pastoral life of the people. And so that's been a real joy here in terms of, since my return from seminary work, is being able to actually engage in the pastoral ministry, interacting with people and, being involved in their lives in just so many different ways. Well, I think there are many challenges that a priest can face. I mean, one of the things is just that the demands can be so many that it's trying to find a time within your day, every day, to be able to pray and center yourself in God, so that when you go out, you're not working out of yourself, but you're really working out of that grace of the Holy Spirit, of the work of, working God's work with God's grace. And so finding that time daily to get in prayer, that can be a real challenge. And then, as I say, in my experience, even here in Webster County, I mean, when I came here, there were 4 priests. When I came, we went to 3 priests. Now there are just 2 priests serving in the county. So we're dealing with probably about 1,200 to 1,300 families spread across 715 square miles, and so there's a lot of demands, and that certainly presents its challenges as well. Well, as a priest, there are very many memories in terms of one's service. I go back in those early days when I was involved in Sioux City in the central administration. We had the great, I suppose, misfortune of having to deal with that tragedy of Flight 232 when the DC-10, United DC-10 crash landed there. The response of the priest to that emergency was it was very rewarding as one looks back and see how you impacted the lives of those families. But again, I suppose as I think about now, St. John Paul II, I had the privilege as a rector of the North American College in Rome to actually meet him on many different occasions. And when you think back on that and understand that whole experience, it's just really quite remarkable, quite a memory.